The root of Chinese Qigong. Embryonic breathing. We mentioned in the first chapter that there are two major kinds of qi: pre-birth qi or original qi, and post-birth qi. Original qi is converted from the original essence you inherited from your parents, and the post-birth qi is converted from the food and air essence. Original qi is generally considered to be yin qi or water qi, while post-birth qi is thought to be yang qi or fire qi. It is said, producing the large herb is not different from growing things between heaven and earth. In all, it is only yang and yin, two qis. When the two qis provide each other and become one, the heaven and the earth will mutually interact. This means that in order to generate the herb or the elixir, you must have both yin qi and yang qi. Both qis must mutually interact with each other. Then a living thing or herb will be produced. The herb or living thing here means the embryo, which represents the beginning of a new life. Taoist Zhang Zi Qiong said, "Not assisting, not forgetting the marvelous breathing. To cultivate human nature, the Tao, you must comprehend this gong fu. Regulate the two qis to originate the embryonic breathing. Then build your herb or elixir furnace in it." This sentence means that when you cultivate your Tao, you should not concentrate on assist, nor ignore or forget the marvelous strategy of breathing. In order to reach the embryonic breathing stage, you must learn to regulate the yang and yin qi. After you can regulate your yang and yin qi, you will be able to generate the elixir in it. What then is embryonic breathing? It is said, when the shen is hidden at the qi cavity, it is called the embryo. When the post-birth qi is able to reach the cavity, it is called breathing. When embryonic shen and breathing qi, when gong fu advances to embryonic breathing, then no exit and no entrance. One will no more have normal breathing. Before we continue, you should first understand what cavity is meant here. In Qigong, several places are called Yuan Qiao. Understand which means original cavity or original key points. One of these places is called Huang Ting. Huang Ting or yellow yard. Taoists used to wear yellow robes, so naturally this name is used frequently in Taoist society. The Huang Ting cavity is behind the navel and in front of the Mingmen. It is at the center of gravity of your body. This is the place where the baby's cells start to multiply. In embryonic breathing, your shen is able to reside at the Huang Ting, and post-birth qi is able to reach it. Then the yang qi and yin qi interact, and a new baby is born. The Taoist Li Qing-an said, "Shen and qi combine to originate the super spiritual quality. Yin and breath are mutually dependent to generate the holy embryo." Yin here means mind and shen. The Taoist treatise Wu Zhenpian, treatise on comprehending the real, said there are three kinds of breathing, from coarse to fine. Inhalation and exhalation through the nose is nose breathing. Keep the center lower dantian, and ascending and descending is qi breathing. When extremely calm and return to its roots is called shen breathing. Therefore to number means to evaluate. The breathing means nose breathing is not as high as regulating abdominal real breathing, and the regulating breathing is not as high as shen breathing. When the shen breathing becomes peaceful, then condense the shen into qi cavity huang tiang. Then the breathing is really deep. This saying explains the levels of breathing. First, you learn nose breathing from coarse to fine until the breathing becomes relaxed, deep, and smooth and natural. Then you enter into abdominal breathing and eventually enter into real breathing. After you have reached the real breathing stage, you train Shen breathing until your Shen is able to reach the Huang Ting cavity, and post-birth Qi is able to reach there also, so that the holy embryo will be generated and the elixir will be formed. To conclude this section, it is important for a Qigong practitioner to learn the correct ways of regulating his breathing. There are many ways of regulating the breathing, which we have arranged from the most basic to the deepest and most difficult. To reach the final goal of embryonic breathing, you must start with regulating the normal breathing. It is called PZ, which means nose breathing. From normal regular breathing, you will enter the abdominal breathing stage, which enables you to build qi at the dantian. It is this qi that will lead you to the door of real qigong practice. This training is called qi-zi or qi breathing. When you have reached this level, the dantian qi is able to move up and down following your breathing. You have now reached the target of real breathing, zhen zi. Finally, you will lead the post-birth qi to the Huang Ting cavity to interact with the pre-birth qi and generate the holy embryo, Sheng Tai. When you have completed this stage, you will have formed the elixir. This stage of breathing is called Taizi, which means embryonic breathing. Reaching the final goal of embryonic breathing is very difficult. When you have reached this stage, you will have built the foundation of enlightenment. It is almost impossible to reach this stage without becoming a hermit. Very few Qigong practitioners have really done it. It is probably more feasible for the average person who is seeking good health and a long life to reach the stage of real breathing.